Hey guys, D here. So in this video, I'm going to show you how the write to another table feature and the lookup feature works in Clay. There is two options to pull data from one table to other is like lookalike and write to another table. But they both were different. So if you have any specific data in a new table that matches the main table that you want to scrap from, you can use lookup table that matches the main table's information. But if you want to pull the data from the existing table to the new table without any specific information, you need to use write to another table. I think you don't understand when I'm saying, but you will understand when I show you how to use that. For that, I'm just selecting one table that is like had some informations. I'm using this table as a main. I just need to pull data from this table to other. Okay, let's start with how to write to another table. For that, I'm just selecting add column, add enrichment. Here you can type write to other. So here you will see option like send table data. Just click that. So you need to select the table that you want to pull the data from this to that. You can create a new table, or if you have any existing new table, you can select that too. I'm just creating a new table to show you how this works. New table name like testing right to. And here you will see two options like send row and send row for each item in the list. You can select which one you want to pull data, and I'm just selecting send row. Here you can select every rows, or you can select some specific rows, like I'm just selecting primary industry. And in the nested data option, you can select the data that are specific nested fields. So when you see the find company is a folder, and into this we have a lot of data like name, description, type, size, country. These are all the nested fields. So you can specifically select the nested fields if you want. But I don't want this for now. I'm just leave this blank and just click save and don't run. Now we can create a column called send table data. I'm just clicking send. So in the new table we created, here you can see the primary industry called software development. This is the information we pull from the main table called Ring AI Find Companies table. So here you can see this is how write to another table works. So now you can understand this little bit. So if you don't have any specific information and just you need to pull the data from one main table to another new table, you can use write to another table. So the next one is lookup table. I'm just renaming it like lookup testing. For this, you just need to have some specific information that are matching to the main table. I'm just created a new column with the name that matches the main table's data. So I'm showing an example by creating a new column. I'm just creating a new column that is like URL. We name it like LinkedIn URLs. Now we have to match this data with the main table. Here we have a LinkedIn URL table. I'm just selecting a random LinkedIn URL, just copying it, and in the lookup testing table, I'm just pasting the specific LinkedIn URL here. So that's it. If you want to look up the informations that are related to this specific info, I'm just lookuping that from the main table like add column, add enrichment, search for lookup single, and you'll see option like lookup single row in other table. Just click that and it will automatically add your Clay account. And if you have more than one account, you can select which one you want to use. And in the table we have to select the main table that we want to pull the leads from. I'm just selecting one main table and the column that matches this information like LinkedIn URL is the matching information put in this table and also in a main table. And in the filter operator you will see two options like equals and contains. So if the informations from the main table and this new table is exactly same, you can use equal. But if there is any little bit changes it has, you can choose like contains. And the row value we have to match this with is a LinkedIn. This is we selected from this table, LinkedIn URL. I'm just clicking save and don't run. So now we can see option like this. I'm just running this one row. Now we pulled all the 12 details that are in a main table regarding this specific LinkedIn URL. So here I selected some specific company LinkedIn URL called Guidey, I think so. You will see. So this is the LinkedIn URL we took from the main table, and we pull all the datas with this row in the lookup table. You can see that with this, and you can add this as a new column and enrich. And this is how lookup works. You can also look up multiple rows like this, and for that you just need to choose. I'm choosing lookup single row. If you want to pull data from the multiple rows, you can select lookup multiple rows option. I hope you understand better that how write over the table works and how the lookup feature works in a clay. I'm just wrapping it up like in a simple words. Let me tell you one example. You have a messy table and you have created a new table without any information like a blank table. Now you can use write to another table because you don't have any specific data in a new table. You just need to pull data from the existing table to the new table. You don't need any specific data for that. That's why you can use write to another table. But in the new table, you have some specific data that are matches with the primary table, like that messy table. You can use lookup feature. So this is how lookup and write to another table works. If you have any doubts, comment below. I'll solve that in upcoming videos. See you in the next one. Bye.